People mistake self-improvement for battling others. People compare themselves to who other people have become today through their hard work, when they fail to realize that self-improvement is a daily battle against yourself. You're not battling anyone else on your journey, because your journey is unique to you. What you go through every day, what you've been through in your life, how you've been raised by your parents, the circumstances that you have lived through have all brought you to this very moment. Which is why it is nonsensical to compare your journey to someone else's. Because the key to life is comparing yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today. Because you'll always find someone with a better car, someone with more money, someone with a bigger business. But if you compare yourself to who you were yesterday, if you compare yourself continually to who you were yesterday, that is when you'll be able to grow each and every day, because you're comparing yourself to who you were yesterday, which means you can track how you've gotten better today. And listen, some days it's gonna be shit. Some days you're not gonna hit your to-do list. Some days you're not gonna do everything you had planned in the day. Your routines are gonna go out of whack. But self-improvement is not about being perfect. Self-improvement is about improvement. So if you only were able to read for 5 minutes yesterday, but you set yourself this grand goal of reading for 30 minutes. Yesterday you read for 5 minutes, tomorrow you read for 6 minutes. That's improvement, no matter how small. Because people are looking for these giant leaps of improvement overnight. But those giant leaps of improvement are never going to happen overnight. Because every single day you are in a battle. You're in a battle against your tired self, your unmotivated self, your undisciplined self, yourself that procrastinates, that wastes time. It's those small daily battles every single day that you have to win. And those small wins compounded over a long enough period of time, that's where the growth happens. And then you get the big results that seem like they came overnight. But successful people have had to go through so many of those small battles and gather up so many of those small wins every single day to be at the point where they are now. And it's not like it just ends when you become successful, when you make it. Because if you allow yourself to say, I've made it, I can now relax, I'm successful, you're gonna cap out at that level. You're not gonna reach that next level of yourself. Because there's always a better version of you. There's always a version of you who wastes less time, who trains more, who eats healthier, who takes his body more seriously, who works on himself harder than you currently do. So in a way, no matter how good you become, you will never be good enough. But it's also refreshing to know that you can always improve, and that if you are constantly evolving, you'll never actually lose. Because whatever you start in this life, whatever you decide to pursue, you'll win. Either in what you build, or in who you become, or in most cases, you succeed in both. Because you need to look at, how can I improve my life? Am I willing to take full responsibility for my own life and improve it every single day, day after day? Because that takes responsibility. There's no blaming stuff on anyone else. There's no saying my parents are at fault. There's no saying I didn't go to the gym because of this or that. Full responsibility to improve your life lies on you and no one else but you. And most people don't want to take that responsibility for their own life, which is exactly why they stay where they are. Not because of their genetics or talent or external circumstances or finances or money. but because they aren't willing to put in the work to improve their own lives. They aren't willing to shoulder that responsibility of being responsible for their own lives. So don't compare yourself to who someone else is today. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday and focus on winning the small daily battles. The battles against the version of you that wants to watch Netflix, the battles against the laziness, the procrastination. Those are the battles that you have to win, because those battles add up to the big results. Because if you can't even win the small daily battles, how are you going to win the big battles, my friend? Everything matters. Everything is connected. Everything in your life is happening for a reason, and everything in your life is shaping you into the person you are becoming. Every choice you make matters. So with that in mind, what choices are you now going to make?